Action. What's up, you
Jeez,
ass?
Jesus, I'm even taller than you online.
Good for you.
Yes.
Should I just do it like this?
Hey, you ever used to draw that guy with his hands over the thing and then his nose sticking over? You
Oh,
don't
for
remember?
sure. I think every sun that I drew, like it's like every rising sun,
Had his
oh,
nose hanging over the edge of the.
and his nose right over the edge. That's what it was.
Look
Just like
at
this.
you.
I do
This
this.
this is
I do
like
the
we're
whole-
in real life, man.
Oh, good for you. Know what, motherfucker? I swear to God. You know what? I'm at the perfect height to punch you in the dick. So
Hey,
keep that in mind.
punch, right? That's what you're gonna do. Hey, so you're lucky, dude. I was gonna pile on you. Did you sell that overpriced boat yet?
Overpriced boat. You mean camper, you motherfucker?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
the camper. That's right,
Yeah, can't
dude.
even get it right,
So
bitch.
that over the weekend, I debated so hard because I knew how angry you were at the time.
Yeah.
But then when you opened up the mic this morning, you were laughing about it. So I'm like, damn it, dude.
No,
I was kind of hoping you're gonna be a little bit more
uh,
mad.
to correct
A
you, I
little
really wasn't. I wasn't mad yesterday. I guess I was more annoyed
bit.
because. So, if anybody's wondering what I'm talking about, Kiki and I are looking to sell our vintage camper. Right, it's a 1967 Frolic, dude. It's in amazing shape. It doesn't leak. All the electrical works. It's the kind of camper that you don't see a lot because they don't make them anymore. They haven't made them in. I think they stopped production of all Frolic, who had it down in South Bend. They stopped all production in like the 80s. Anyway,
Hey, but apparently there's a few people out there that disagree.
Jesus
So.
fucking Christ, dude.
Here it goes.
I made a post, and here's the thing: is that and Hunter, would you agree that if you have something of vintage nature, maybe a classic car, and it's taken care of, as it gets older, it's going to become more valuable because there's less and less around. Would that make sense to you? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. For
Right.
some items, absolutely, for sure.
And these campers, hell, you can buy a vintage Airstream for $30,000. Now, I'm not going to be that guy that is going to say, "Oh yeah, mine's worth 30,000." I know it's not. I know it's not worth $30,000. But for what I put on there, and of course, I even put or best offer. That's the other thing that pissed me off. I even said in there that I'd work on the price because, the gas line for the stove needs to be replaced, which I was going to do. And I'm probably actually going to put an electric stove. Anyway, the fact of the matter is people took time out of their fucking day to go
on you.
onto my post that I made, had no intentions of buying it. Just
saying like this is ridiculous. This is an outrageous price. And as soon as I saw that comment, I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's just where the fuck do people get off? Like,
Here we go.
Like the one guy who said, I just bought a 35-foot fifth wheel in perfect shape with 3 slide outs for $5,000. That would be like me going to his page and saying, dude, you got fucking ripped off. Look at that piece of shit. You paid $5,000 for that. And that's the other thing. People trying to compare, like, oh, you can get this. Like, yeah, that's because I could go to any lot right now and buy a fifth wheel camper with 3 slide outs. That's not the point. The point is it's a vintage. You will never see this model made ever again. Good luck finding one. So it was baffling to me.
So,
it was
I hope you sell your camper, buddy. I really do. I hope you sell it. But hey, that post was fucking gold, dude.
Oh, it was.
If you don't sell it through that post, that's fine. Just repost it, but make sure you save that because that shit was hilarious, dude.
When the one guy told me to fuck off, and I probably voted for Biden, I'm like, what? Dude. So now we're in a political conversation. It
kept every comment. I'm like, dude, no, because here's the thing: is I know you, right? And I know you personally, and I know I could see you reading it, and just like, dude, every comment, I'm like, oh, don't say that to Brock. Brock's gonna get pissed off.
No.
So one of two things: either you're gonna go radio silent and you're not gonna say anything, or it was just gonna be a heyday. And dude, I love that you responded. I do.
It takes a lot for me to get pissed off. Like, I let a lot of shit, but when those dumb, arrogant motherfuckers got on there, and the one guy, I worked on these, and I worked at an RV place for 20 years. I'm like, so fucking what? What does that mean? Jesus. Yeah. Some people, price is a little high. Compared to what? What are you comparing it to? Your vast knowledge of vintage campers? Oh, God.
Here's the thing: it's like it's to your discretion. You could have put $1 million on it if you wanted to.
dude, that's the biggest thing right there. You forget everything I said. The biggest thing is that there was no need for these people to comment. None. They took time out of their day to comment to troll. Just what are you doing with your life? That's what you spend your Saturdays doing, is going to random posts going, I don't know about this price, guys. I don't know. It's pretty ridiculous to me. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Yeah, that was a fun few hours on my Saturday. Like, what the all right, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Well, for what it's worth, thank you for that.
It was good. I'm glad you got a kick out of it.
Out of your misery.
Even when Kiki started getting in on it too, she's like,
that was what I was gonna say. Damn it! I was trying to think of things that would like really set you off, like on the radio show this morning, and that was gonna be one of them. Like, oh yeah, to have your wife chip in.
You had to have your wife chip in, stand up for you. She fight all your battles for you, buddy. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yep. Yeah. There was a couple people, like one guy said, I'll give you $1,000. All I said, look, I appreciate the offer, but I'm gonna have to turn it down because I like $1,000 for
kindly appreciate the offer. Man.
How about you give me $1,000? You suck my cock. How about that?
You just at this point, I don't think anything really mattered in that post.
The only guy that I swore at, the one guy, that guy that said, "Oh, you probably voted for Biden," because that has literally is when I said, "Are you?" I said, "What the fuck are you talking about? Do you have brain damage?" Like I was so blown away. I was so blown away by it.
We need to get this guy on the show, dude.
Oh my God, man, Jesus Christ!
We'll let you guys talk it out. We'll let you guys kiss and make up on the air.
You know how that goes, all right? You know how that goes.
Anyway, come on, I'm gonna get a hold of this guy, dude. That would be funny.
We should. We got him. I still got the post is up. If they think I'm deleting that post, absolutely not.
Like,
no.
Hey man. Yeah. You want to talk this out on a show?
Well, the big thing that I noticed is that when I asked the pivotal question, what exactly was the purpose of your comment? Like just asking, what were you trying to achieve with your comment? Are you trying to be like a superhero to make sure no one gets ripped? Like what was the point? And no one answered that because there is no answer.
I tell you what his point was. He got a stick and he wanted to poke you and he see if he could wake you up, and he did. He woke you up. Jesus
Christ, man. But if anybody is wondering, I am selling a vintage 1967 Frolic camper in fantastic shape. It's great. It's great. And it's $8,000. All right.
It's fucking ridiculous.
How dare you? How dare you, sir?
That's embarrassing.
On how dare you put a price on something you own to sell to someone else? Jesus Christ. Anyway, so that was fun. Should we do fact and opinion?
Welcome to society, man.
That was kind of the point I hit on when we were on airs. It's just, unfortunately, that showed the ugly side of social media that I hate about social media, is that I could have gone through my whole life never talking to those idiots, never having that interaction with them. But because social media has given a voice to everyone, good and bad, unfortunately now I had to deal with these morons because they were able to comment on there. And it's unfortunate. I could have went my whole life never interacting with those jagoffs.
Think about this though. You back in the day, you might have had to deal with them in person.
That's true. Good
imagine that. Then fists start flying, and then
coming into my house going, 8,000. Are you fucking serious? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to fight a guy in my front yard now. That's what's going to happen. I will bash your head into this camper, and then I'll have to drop the price down because there's going to be a head dent in there.
No, there's blood. There's blood on the camper now.
I'm sorry. The blood's staying there. All the rest of the people can see it. Sends a message.
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. But anyway, so yeah, that was fun. Now that you got me all worked up, should we do fact and opinion, or should we just
check your blood pressure real quick?
Let's do this one. Here we go. A group of bunnies is called a herd typically, but in some parts of Canada they call it a fluffle.
A fluffle. I like fluffle better.
Yeah, I like fluffle better. That sounds good. Just a big old fluffle of bunnies. So, what's the most amount of bunnies you've seen at once?
Oh man, probably some weird swinger party. I don't know, dude. Probably. Actually, at my parents' house, they got a shit ton of bunnies.
Yeah,
around everywhere. They always have like a little nest, like because my mom has this garden outside of the shed, and they love the plants that she puts there. So they're always like, there's always like 5 of them, little baby ones, and a mother bunny underneath there.
Yeah,
but yeah, I always thought bunnies were cool, man.
I like bunnies. We had bunnies on the farm.
Did you? Pet bunny?
Yeah, a lot of. I wouldn't. Nothing's really a pet on the farm. You know what I mean? Well, we have them there,
Did you pick the bunny up?
Oh yeah, for sure,
You
for
can pick them
sure.
up.
Oh, my
Some of
brother's
them
got a petting farm now. Oh, dude, fuck, buddy will rip your face off, man. If
Yeah.
it's not, dude, they got sharp claws. For
Those
sure.
those back claws, man. You catch one. It's like catching
Yeah.
a kangaroo punch to the
Ah!
chest with its feet. So
Ow!
bunnies, they can get massive too, dude.
Well, certain ones. I think there's called. I was just gonna look it up. World's
Like what's the difference between a rabbit and a hare?
largest bunny. I think the ears is what it is.
The ears.
Yeah, you have the Flemish giant rabbit, which is
massive rabbit.
Yeah, it can live for 8 to 10 years, and it can get how big? They're fucking big, dude. See, that's the kind of rabbit I want, dude.
That'd be cool, man. Yeah.
My daughter could ride one of these. Let's see. 15 pounds. This rabbit can get up to 15 pounds and up to 22 pounds and 4 inches long, dude. That's huge, man.
That's crazy.
Imagine seeing that thing in the wild. That would scare the shit out of me.
You know what's weird? How do rabbits survive? You know, the fluffiest, kindest things. I mean, they don't seem real. It don't seem like they have a lot of defense mechanisms. You know, there's a lot of coyotes walking around. There's a lot of.
They're definitely low on
everything.
They're definitely low on the food chain, but they're fast. Bunnies, there's you got like the Arctic. You got the Arctic hare that it turns white in the wintertime, so a natural mechanism to hide in the snow. And like I said, they're fast. They're pretty smart, and dude, they breed. That's why you say fucking like rabbits. It's a numbers game.
Numbers game. They come in numbers.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's
the thing is, you're a rabbit dude or a bunny, you'd have to worry about things coming from the air, birds swooping down. You imagine if that was part of your life?
Snakes, coyotes, fuck everything, man.
Like every time you went out for a walk on the sidewalk, you had to look up and around, and be like, all right, there's no birds that can come swoop me up. Like that's a thing for these guys' lives. You know?
There Terrifying. Was oh yeah, for sure. You're constantly just on edge. It's just got to be awful. So actually, talking about it's a numbers game. So Australia actually has a infestation of rabbits because, and where was it at? In 1859, European rabbits were introduced into Australian wild so they could be hunted. Thomas Austin, a wealthy settler who lived in Victoria, Australia, had 13 European wild rabbits sent to him from across the world, which he let roam free on his estate. From one backyard sanctuary, it took only around 50 years for these invasive, meaning non-native to the land rabbits to spread across the entire continent.
Wow.
Right now, the number is, where's it at? 200 million feral rabbits.
Wow. Dude, it's crazy. I've heard this fact before. And it's weird that they're not native to that country. Like that. I didn't hear that exact story though. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think they have like actual rabbits that are native, but these European ones were not native. And now 200 million of those things. Dude, that'll decimate vegetation.
So you can shoot rabbits. You can go out and shoot rabbits all day long, I assume.
You fucking nuke rabbits in Australia if you wanted to, probably. Right. So yeah. That and I know groundhogs are the same way too.
You know, my dad always wanted. We were gonna do this, and this is like a big like vacation trip. He's always talked about doing, and it's going out west, and like there's certain farmers who what are those? God, what are they called? They're like ground squirrels, but they're out in farms out west, and they just pop up out of the ground. No, they're like ferrets almost. They look like
prairie dogs.
Prairie dog hunting.
Yep.
He always talked about prairie dog hunting out west. And he's like, dude, it is if you like just having a fun time and picking, because I guess they're so rampant and there's so many of them out there.
Dude,
the farmers are like, dude, just we'll pay you to come out.
Yeah, they
shoot these.
Yep, they pay good money, and you can go out there. Actually, in one of my hunting books, one of my fur fish and game magazines that I have, there's a full article this guy wrote up about going to might have been in Oklahoma, and literally, it was this thing, and he sat up in a like a tree stand, basically, or because it's a big open field, so it's not a tree stand, but it's a blind,
right?
And just picked off, like they had to kill so many of these prairie dogs. It just they dig like massive tunnels all over and just ruins fields. And it was cool. He was talking about like you'd think you just use like a 22. He had a bunch of different things for longer range shots. Like he had like 9 different guns, and he was just sitting up there just picking them off, man. So
dude.
yeah. You ever been rabbit hunting?
No.
You're not much of a hunter. Rabbit
I'm not
hunting.
much of a hunter, man. It's my damn name. I should go out
Yeah.
and hunt. I've hunted a few things, so I feel like I know I know how to hunt. I know if I had to kill, I would, but I'm not the guy that goes out every year and sits in the tree
Just
stand.
blasting cute little fluffles of
I
rabbits in the
just,
face.
I know it tastes great, but you
Yeah,
know
have you
what?
ever had rabbit? It's fantastic, dude. It's
Yeah,
really good.
it is
It's
good.
really good. Yeah, nice lean meat. But
Mhm.
we should go sometime. Watch you cry after you kill a rabbit.
Oh God,
I'm so sorry,
this poor
little
little Thumper. I just shot
Thumper,
Thumper.
right in the face. Where's
Uh,
Bambi? He's next. God damn it.
he was white. Now he's red.
But yeah, no, rabbit's very tasty. We should go sometime. And again, like with everything, with proper man, if you let them go, they're gonna just like this guy in Australia. There's gonna be 200 million of them. So
You know what I think I would do before rabbit hunting though? Duck hunt. It'd be fun to go sit in a boat out in a blind early in the morning and just wait for those things to fly over.
yeah, what do you got against ducks, you jerk? Jesus Christ.
Nothing. They don't wear pants, man, like Daffy.
Yes, six sons of bitches going around pants. All right, so there you go. That's good enough for me. A fluffle of bunnies that have been murdered by Brock and Hunter. Ridiculous. That's going to do it for the After Show podcast. Thank you so much for hanging out, and we'll see you next time. And if anybody wants to buy a camper, I got one for sale. All right.